Hello and welcome to Core London CEO Interviews. I am Bonnie Hughes. Today we are speaking with Vision Lithium, a junior exploration company focused on developing high quality battery mineral assets, including back in vogue lithium and copper assets in Canada. The stock has had a meteoric rise this month, going from 6 cents to 59 cents today on the TSX Venture. Here to give us the vision on Vision Lithium is Victor Cantore, chairman of the board. Hello, Victor, and thank you for coming back on the show. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Happy to be back on your show, Bonnie.
Yes, the last time you were here was with Amex Exploration as you are CEO of the company, another very successful company in Quebec, which has made some interesting high-grade gold discoveries.
Yes, actually it has. Amex Exploration is the symbol is AMXEF on the OTCQX. We have made some major gold discoveries in Quebec, and it's the market is really rewarding us right now. Back in November of 2018, we were trading around the 8-cent level. We made a major discovery and continued drilling this thing out. And right now we're trading at $3 Canadian after hitting a high of $4.19. And there's still much more to come from Amex, as we've been very busy having 10 drills on the property. But we're here to talk about Vision Lithium today. I'm the chairman of the board of Vision Lithium.
Yes, and going back to Vision Lithium, which is VLI on the TSX Venture and ABEPF on the OTCQB, you announced today an exciting acquisition of a lithium property in Manitoba. Can you tell us more about that transaction?
Yes, absolutely. So we announced a binding LOI to purchase 100% in the Godslit lithium property in Manitoba. It currently has a historical resource, so should never be relied upon, but it has a historical resource of 9.4 million tons of Li2O on the property. And Li2O is what is needed. It's the product that is needed to go to in order to turn it into a lithium carbonate later on.
Excellent. And what are some of the criteria that you use to select a lithium asset that you are going to acquire?
Yeah. So what we do with Envision with any and all assets that we acquire, I mean, one of the first things that we always consider is jurisdiction. Manitoba is an excellent jurisdiction. It's inside Canada, so it's one of the first things that we look at. Then we start looking at the historical exploration work. What kind of exploration work was done on the property? In the case of this Godslit lithium property, there was significant drilling done from surface all the way down to 243 meters, which is about 800 feet. They've identified the lithium mineralization over 2.3 kilometers of strike length. So that's 2.3 kilometers strike length, and 243 meters down, which is 800 feet. So for us, this is a significant lithium asset.
Well, speaking of the asset, how does the Godslit project compare to other lithium assets?
So at this point, the historical work needs to be confirmed, but this asset looks like it's got excellent growth potential. When you're looking at other assets where they've started and where they've where their resources is right now, this one definitely has a great start and has a great start to becoming, further down the line, a sizable deposit. I mean, it is sizable and it compares very well to other hard rock lithium deposits all over the world, including North America and Australia. The historical drilling also shows excellent grades for this project, which is another very important consideration. You got to look at also the grade.
So there's been a renewed interest in lithium. What is driving the market for lithium?
So the lithium market is largely driven by the demand of electric vehicles. They are powered with lithium-ion batteries. It's important to be able to transform that mineral in the ground into a usable product, just like the lithium carbonate that we produce from the Sirmac deposit. High purity is very important. So just like we announced recently, where we were able to produce a 99.99% carbonate from lithium samples that came from the Sirmac deposit. So that's what you want to achieve at the end of the day, is to be able to produce your mineral has to be able to produce a high grade, high purity lithium carbonate and or lithium hydroxide.
I noticed Vision Lithium also has a copper asset in Quebec. Copper is also an important battery material. Can you tell us about that asset?
Yes, absolutely. So we own the Dome Lemieux copper exploration asset in Quebec. This asset had had a, if you go 50 to 100 kilometers to the east of this project, it's a dome. So basically on the other side of the dome, there was what we call the Gaspé copper mine. They produced copper there for a very long time. So we have the Dome Lemure project. We're going to be launching our exploration program, eventually drilling it out and trying to delineate down the line, trying to delineate the resource. Copper is a very important metal in the global electrification. It's, especially for vehicles. It's used in electric vehicle batteries. Just an example, a typical electric vehicle uses about a little over 3 times more. There's 3 times more copper going into an electric vehicle than a conventional combustion engine vehicle. And it's not just that; it's building out the infrastructure. You're gonna be needing more. You're gonna be needing more and more copper. Charging stations will need the copper. So I see demand for copper increasing with the global electrification.
That's excellent. And what is the future plans for Vision Lithium?
So we're gonna validate the historical work on the Godslith lithium property, and so we're gonna be doing our own exploration work on this asset. For CIRMAC project, also we're going to review the exploration program for CIRMAC and see where we go from there. For industrial minerals, what's really important is doing the metallurgy first, and you put out a few drill holes and you take that core, take some samples and send it in for metallurgy. It's very important to make sure that your metallurgy works. So we've seen that it works for CIRMAC. That's definitely what we plan to do on the Godslith property. When it comes to the Dome Lemure copper asset, so we're going to launch an exploration program also there, and also our other assets. We're going to continue evaluating, everything that's in the battery materials. We're definitely going to be looking into it. We're definitely expecting. We're looking ahead at an exciting year for us. I mean, there's another asset that we also have is also the St. Stephen's project, which is in New Brunswick, and it's also battery materials related. So that's where we're really going to be focusing on.
Excellent. Well, Victor, thank you very much for sharing this exciting story with us, and we look forward to keeping up with your news flow and watching the developments of the company.
Bonnie, thank you again for having me on your show. Looking forward to being back on your show very soon.
And thank you everyone for joining us on CEO Interviews, Core London TV.